Welcome to Kyle Army in the GT3. Now, as you can see, I'm in the Mustang. Not starting off in the greatest of positions, so I'm going to bank off to the left and let everybody pass. Starting in the middle is just a recipe for absolute murder at turn 1. Not something I want to participate in. But on top of that, I've made some changes to the tuning of this Ford Mustang. Although it's absolutely amazing at Le Mans, and this is the chaos I'm talking about in turn 1, it's a bit unstable. I mean, don't get me wrong, unstable can be fast. Not as fast as that Ferrari went gardening and back off the track. But softening up the rear anti-roll bars has netted me really good improvements with the rear end stability. And I didn't even change it by a lot. I literally dropped it by about 1. And the difference is absolutely unreal. And you can see how stable it is now, unlike that Porsche. And the other Porsche that sent it into the other Mustang, Nero. So yeah, a few changes have taken place and it's an absolute pleasure to drive. Coming through here, absolutely nailing it. This thing revs to infinity. It is unreal the way this engine sounds. I absolutely love it. Braking at the top of the hill, down second gear, cutting it nice and tight and getting the power nice and early, little bit of a slide, and then out we go. Aston Martin took a whole new approach to going down this section here and has netted them quite a few car losses. Braking down to this corner now, second gear, nice and tight, rubbing that line, getting right up behind the Mustang up ahead. Hopefully we can pass these two. Now we have made quite a few gains overall. We started pretty much P22, now we're P14. Braking down the second gear here, turning in, getting on the power, and Nero behind gives us a little love tap, spins us sideways. We're looking at the racers coming at us, thank God for the ghosting system. And oddly enough, Nero did wait, and then they gave up waiting. So, obviously it wasn't on purpose. I generally think the love tap and what actually occurred after was over-exaggerated. So their hit on the rear end of this car really wasn't that aggressive enough to send me in that spin. I think it was an accident, especially if they waited. It's got to be an accident. So anyway, Red Bull, get out of the way. Problem solved. Doing me. Oh, don't get a big penalty for that. Thank God for that. Usually you get a penalty for that when they're out of control and give you a kiss before finishing themselves off. That sounded a lot worse than it should have. Braking down to second gear and accelerating out to the side. We have Nero again up ahead, who received a 0.5 second penalty for the incident that occurred. Yeah, that is a really, really low penalty for what actually occurred. So they've been very lucky there. That's all I can say. Braking at the top of the hill, down to second gear, and turning in. Through the section we go, and out the other side. Now, we're back to P18. Only, what, 9-10 laps to go. And, yeah, so really the pressure is on, the heat is on. Braking down to second gear, and we actually have a caddy in the race. Look at that, you don't see that very often. Right, so let's hopefully we don't get tangled up too much with Nero again, and everybody else that's around them. Well, you know, no need to worry. Caddy, stay to your side, not my side. We have, I'm not going to even try and pronounce that. I'm just going to call him P14. Someone write down in the comments below how you would actually pronounce that. I am awful at pronouncing names, so I can only apologize to the poor person in the Porsche that I have just flown past about that situation. Down in second gear, we have another Porsche in front. There's a lot of Porsches in this race, so I can only presume it's the OP car for this track. Except for nobody can seem to handle one. Down to second gear, accelerating out to the side, and away we go. P11 up ahead with a 1 second penalty. Anton Tun. That could have been a lot easier. Down to third gear, letting this car coast around the section. Probably could do going a little bit faster. Again, trust issues with the car. And just trying to find a level of confidence that I can have with the car, and that's suitable for what the car can actually handle as well. Like, you know, it's all right having confidence, but when you're confident enough to go sideways, and go off the track. That's too much confidence. Steady on the sandpit on the outside there. Not too sure why the curbs absolutely wreck you at this track, because they're not really violent or aggressive or anything like that. It's literally like they put butter on it and gone, do you know what? That will do. Let's trick the drivers. Here's a safe place to be. No, only joking. Down the hill we go, and we have another Aston Martin has gone literal gardening. I'm not too sure what it is with the Astons and picking that downhill section there. Must be something pretty and shiny they found. Coming around this section, it crunch of the bottom end and catching up to Fast Cat 716207. What car are they in? Find out when we get to him. Start of lap 4. We are now in position 11. Absolutely brilliant. Almost halfway through the race. Started off at the beginning last because I wanted to settle the car in, see how it copes, as well as not being part of a sandwich as everybody piles into turn 1. Then at the end of lap 1, we got absolutely destroyed by Nero. And although accidental, and it is what it is, you know, it just happens. And I generally don't think it was intentional. But I had to look at the radar, it wasn't even that close. Like, you know, I don't even think there was actual contact, but probably net code. And then we're coming up to lap 4, we're up to P10. Someone quit the race. They must have done, because I was P11 a second ago. Right, looking at the inside of this car here, this Porsche GT3, Fast Cat 716207. And you can see the controllability they have there. Sliding is not always the fastest way, and neither is being in the way. Up the hill we go. I'm going to hold this inside line, make sure they don't do the old cutback. There we go, and let's get out of it. We have choice 5 up ahead. That is rocking a 0.7 second penalty. Thankfully, actually, we haven't had a penalty up to now, and things are looking good. Up to position 9. Halfway through the race, and things, well, about halfway through the race, things are looking on our side. Problem is, if you look at the map now, people are far more spread out, so leapfrogging from cars isn't as easy as it once was, and it's more of a kangaroo jump. I mean, does frogs jump further than kangaroos? It must. Yeah, they do. So that was a terrible acronym. But yeah, you understand where I'm going with this. Down the hill we go, 1.6 seconds away from the car up in front. Bearing in mind, though, I forgot to mention, this is a medium length race, 20 minutes long. I'm running medium tyres. Because Kyle Army's pit is quite short, I thought, you know what, go medium to medium and play it safe. That wasn't the greatest of corner exits, but we are still on the track, and that is what matters. Catching right up to choice 5 up in front, 0.9 seconds away, getting on that power, making sure we maximize the track limits, and braking down to second gear here, nice and tight, using that curve pull, that help of rotation. Stay off the sand here on the right because it will destroy you. Didn't destroy the Porsche, but I bet they had a bit of a squeaky bum moment. Right up behind choice 5 up in front, so I'm going to hang it to the left, they're going to stay to the right. No, they're not. They're going to close the door. Brake early. Really early. So we're going to the back. And then they have apex syndrome while I'm up the inside. So do you know what? I'm just going to scrape through you. And thankfully, I got a 0.5 second penalty for that. Seriously, though, you know, the penalties are frustrating. Yes, 0.5 seconds is low, but 0 penalty would have been far more, far better. So it is what it is. But the choices they made there, that was a last second ditch attempt to defend, which fair enough, they defended. Braking very early, very early. I mean, I brake at the curb starting, the patterned curb, kind of on the borderline, I would say, of late. So braking just a bit before that would be, you know, okay. And then whilst I'm up the inside, turning in to try and close that door, I don't know, it's a bit naughty. It's a little bit naughty. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Coming up here though, we are now up to P7, and Daniel 84029 is 5.5 seconds away, which is quite a gap. Position 1 30 seconds away, definitely quite a gap. Thankfully choice 5 isn't behind us, We have a new person, Ren Cool Dude. Fair enough. That's actually, I kind of like that name. It's kind of cool. 1 second penalty they are rocking at the moment. Level 0.5 is frustrating. It's annoying. It's you know, it's so minute. What's the point of giving it? Oh Christ! Look where I'm going. Oh, absolute Mustang moment, but managed to control it. That's kind of annoying though. That will cost me about a second, give or take. Oh, hold on. The numbers don't match up ahead. How is... I'm in P7, right? And how is hither attacked 4154, 6.5 seconds away? They were 11 seconds away a moment ago. How does a computer game that runs on calculations unable to calculate? Oh dear me. Anyway, I might push it. Do I push it another lap? 58% on the front, 56 on the rear. Kind of tempted to push it another lap. Yeah, it's not really worth it. Let's go into the pits and take a moment out to thank our channel members, which are Andy Good, Somatic, Daniel Adams, Crazy 8, AK47, Spectral Rain, and Kook Roach 89. Thank you guys ever so much for supporting the channel. And if you'd also like to be part of the leaderboard, hit that join button down below, become a channel member, and get access to exclusive videos. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and subscribe. Coming out of the pits though, I've really got to put livery on this Mustang. Yeah, there's something on my to-do list. Coming out of here, keeping left of the line. See, keeping left of the line. I reckon you should get a penalty if you crossed in that line. Oh dear, we have Demon to our right hand side again. In the Red Bull livery, it can only mean one thing. Red Bull livery, Ferrari, and we already have what we know has gone on before. Wow, that was sketchy. Okay, that's cost us a little bit. Looked cool though. Looked cool. I bet from the outside it looked cool. So, sadly, the replay didn't save because, you know, it's totally fixed this game and doesn't need any further updates. Coming through sarcasm at its finest. Dear me. Coming around this section now. Reset. Through the curb we go. Second gear. Accelerating out the other side. 5 seconds down this lap, which is not too bad considering we was in the pits. Through here. Now, I want to ride those curbs a little bit more and try and get a bit more rotation. Coming to the top of this hill. Braking. Down to second gear. Nice and tight through there. Getting that power. And out the other side we go. 1 second away from the car up in front. And thankfully, wings apart is 4.7 seconds away behind. They're quite far apart, those wings. Braking down to second gear here. Turning in nicely and then getting that power nice and early. Try and catch up to Demon up ahead. It's actually, to be fair, hasn't pitted yet and is setting quite a good time. Either that or I'm setting quite a terrible time. Who knows? Braking down second gear here and loving that curb on the way through. Wanted to get on that power a little bit early, but I thought I'd run into the back of Demon. So I kind of I was a bit hesitant. Why is there a ghostly car parked there? Car parked there, sir. Right. 0.6 seconds away from the car in front. Yeah, slipstream was on our side there, but the run isn't long enough to really benefit too much about it unless you're right on them. Right, we need to try and get past Demon. We have the better tyre compound, have a faster car. Let's make our way through. Come on, power, 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 power. Come on, Mustang, you can do it. I'm trying to feel my way through. They are going defensive, and I'm not going to be the fastest through this section here if I'm on the inside. To be fair, it's not the great of corner entries. Braving it on the outer part of the track. Down in second gear here. Rubbing that curb. Trying to get a better line out the other side. Come on, little Mustang. You've got it. Right. Adding a bit of pressure also to the Ferrari up ahead because I know they're on hard tyres and hopefully that would also secure a situation. Okay, top of the hill, a little bit of Cummins togethers down in second gear, and yeah, they fell off worse than I did, thankfully. The Cummins of togethers is nobody's fault. We just came together and became very close friends for a brief moment in time. Coming down the hill, second gear, turning in, and we're into position 8. 8 seconds away from the car up in front. Oh Christ, that's quite a lot of time to find within 3 laps. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. Unless someone has chosen not to pit. Now, that'd be crazy not to, really, because it'll be the optimal time to pit. Start lap 9, you have lap 9, 10, and 11 on soft tyres. Easily do 3 laps on soft tyres. Oh, Demon's gone into the pits anyway. But whatever. It just makes your mind boggle about being defensive when you're going into the pits anyway. Whatever. Anyway, 8.1 seconds away from the car up in front, which is quite the gap. Don't forget, I'm also running a 0.5 second penalty. Ren Cool Dude, though, has been collecting those penalties. They're running 3.5 seconds at the moment, which is quite a lot. They are 12 seconds away, so in usual Flash Motorsport kind of style, we're all by ourselves again. Yeah. Loving this neutral section of track. They've got to title me a song, you know. I mean, all by myself seems to happen way too often. Oh dear. Not complaining though, because if there was any like mess ups or anything like that, I do have a bit of freedom to be able to get back on the track and still be ahead of Ren Cool Dude. But the cars up ahead, if anything more severe happens, I'll be right up behind them, which is kind of beneficial. I mean, Hither Attacks 4154 is 7.5 seconds away, so in one lap we gained half a second. Although we're better. Just looking at the map now, they're coming around a corner just ahead, and there's 2 cars there. So if fingers crossed, if all goes well, them 2 are battling, and there will be an incident. I don't know. 1 second up from our best lap, so we're going to be setting a 145.511. Not bad overall. Not bad. And I've got to give credit where credit's due. This Mustang, absolutely slaying it. It's beautiful to drive. Yeah, it can stick its toes out ever so slightly, but the tiny bit of adjustment I did has worked absolute wonders on this car. And it's an absolute beauty to drive. I've got to try and put the tune in the Discord. So if you haven't done so already and you're this far through the video, why not join the Discord down below? Link is in the description. What on earth is going on? Because his attacks 4154 is now almost 9 seconds away. I was like, they just activated turbo boost or something? Where on earth did they find a second? I mean, 4 temps down, which isn't optimal, I must say. I'm also in P7. I thought it was P8 a minute ago. Well, I'm not grumbling, guys, honestly. Just boggles the mind. Have I missed something? Like, I don't know. Coming down here now, we will have 1 lap remaining. I generally don't think them 2 up in front are going to have a moment, sadly. It would be awesome if they did, and beneficial to ourselves, but turning into this corner, the way I just did, was certainly not beneficial. 6 attempts down already, and just not doing this lap any justice, I would like to add. Near enough 9 seconds away from the cars up in front. Right, let's try and send it on this final lap here and see what this car can do. I mean, Ren Cool Dude is almost 16 seconds away behind us, which is massive amount of time. And the lobby is kind of weird how it's structured, because P1 is long gone, 47 seconds ahead. Not too sure where P2 and that lot is, but they're probably trailing within 5 to 10 seconds behind that person. His attacks is 8 seconds away, so they're 40 seconds away from P1, and also P5 is in front as well. That'd be P3, so P1 probably coming down the hill there. That's absolutely insane. And then the cars behind 16 seconds away, so they're going to be over a minute away from P1. You know, the degree of change is unreal. So like P1 and 2, for example, close net. 3, 4, 5 within with each other. Me, kind of close, but all by myself with no friends. And then you have the pile of cars behind. It's kind of weird. It reminds me actually of the Forza AI. It's like 1 and 2's long gone. You have the little bit of a mid pack, and then everybody else has just given up. Yeah, I can see where the Forza AI is kind of realistic in that manner, I guess. You can't really criticize that, let's be honest. P1 has crossed that line though. We're going to be crossing the line very shortly. 50 seconds shortly behind P1. Kind of crazy, really. It really is. But finishing the race in P7, absolute beautiful. There's a McLaren up ahead. We've done actually really well overall coming in P7. We started last, then got sent back to last, and then clawed our way back up to P7 overall. Wow, a lot of people quit as well. Choice 5 quit though. The one that decides to brake very early and everything like that. So I wonder why they quit. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Goodbye.